Hello, welcome back to Libra. Am I how Libra am I? Because wow, what was that? I've just shifted the camera a little bit. I feel like it needed to be shifted. It has been over a month. I've been to Australia and back since I did part 1 of this, and I just didn't have time or something else. I don't know, the effort, the will to film part 2 of this, even though I am excited to do it. So I don't really know what happened. Actually, let me move over. But I've got my cup of tea. It's a nice day outside, so we've got relatively okay natural lighting, and my grandma's out, so I'm taking the opportunity while I can, even though I'm wearing black, and I don't really like wearing black when I'm filming a video. But hey ho, we're just gonna roll with it. So, let's continue. Libra. I hate arguing because I know once I open my mouth, I'll lose control. I don't know. I don't like arguing in general. I like, trying to stay calm and just talk things through rather than arguing. But I have also had occasions where I've said something and then really regretted it after. Not many times, to be fair, but the few times it has happened have really stuck with me. But I don't think it's totally true for me. Okay, next one. I don't know how to read this. Libra secrets. Right, okay, I'm here. I thought secrets was part of all the other writing, but it's not. Overthinks everything people say to them. I am an overthinker, but I don't know if necessarily with what people say. I don't think so. But I think if someone tells me something, sometimes I overthink it, I suppose, but not always. Gets upset very easily. Again, this varies. It depends. There are certain, touch points, trigger points that will get me upset. But then on the other hand, I can be quite cool. I don't like calling myself cool because I'm not, but like very cool-faced, I suppose. And like, I don't know, some things I can really easily sort of let pass. But then other things can really get me. So that just depends on the individual thing. Always jumps to conclusions? I wouldn't say so. I would not say so. Their mood might change in 0.0001 second. No. I mean, they can. I mean, I'm sure for anyone it can. If you just find out terrible news, then obviously that's going to change immediately. But in general, in my day-to-day life, I wouldn't say so. Unable to let go? Yup, that's me. Sometimes feel they are not good enough. I mean, these are so general. I do sometimes feel like I'm not good enough, but then other times I feel like I'm great. So, it's just part of being human. Libra. Okay, I'm an October Libra, so I love to imagine fancy scenarios. What does fancy mean? I definitely like to imagine scenarios, but what does fancy mean? Likes to make people laugh. I am not a funny person, I don't think. When I do make people laugh, obviously it feels good, but it's not... I don't know, I don't think it would be a primary character trait for me, because I'm just not a funny person. Is warm-hearted and friendly. I hope so. I really hope so. I try to be. I really do try to be. Has 100 different moods. I mean, doesn't everyone? I don't understand that. Or do you mean in one moment? In one moment? No, usually. But in life? Yeah. What? Are there more here? No, these are all the other. I was quite lucky for it to be on Libra. Next. Libra. Avoids conflicts at all costs. Yeah, that is me. Can sweet talk their way out of anything. That's not me. Definitely not. I think because I'll just accept it, to be honest. Like, if someone tells me off for something, I'll be like, okay, you're right, usually. And even if I don't think they're right, I won't say anything. I'll just be like, okay, again, that comes back to avoiding conflict. Also, I can't remember what I said in part 1 of this, so if I'm repeating myself, I'm very sorry. Overthinks everything to the max. Well, this one again, I don't know. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Always has an amazing aesthetic. I think I mentioned this in the first part, but I like my own aesthetic because it is my own aesthetic. That is such a silly thing. I think objectively, even though aesthetic or amazing is subjective, but objectively in this world that we live in, I do not have an amazing aesthetic, but I like it, okay? Gets distracted very easily, definitely not. Has a new crush every 3 seconds. Demi-romantic, so no thank you. Good music taste. Again, objectively not, but I like my own music taste. Are there more? No. Oh, and that's my emoji. Oh, I like that as my emoji. That's cute. Yeah, I feel like that does suit me. I hope. Libra. Oh, okay. I love peace and serenity. Yep. Making people laugh. We've already mentioned that. Vibing with the right kind of people. I guess. It's a weird sentence, but I feel like I know where this is coming from. And yeah, like when I'm with the right person or group of people and we're talking about something interesting or deep. Yeah, I love that. I like working on myself. I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm always looking to improve who I am as a person, but do I like it? I don't know. I feel like I'd rather not have to work on myself. You know what I mean? I like good playlists. This is so baffling to me. Obviously, I like good playlists, but it's hard for me to find a good playlist because I have such a very specific music taste. I like mutual agreements, that is true. That comes back to the peace and serenity and avoiding conflicts and things like that. I hate confrontation, yeah. I hate people who are just rude. I do because I don't understand it. I just can't comprehend it. And I hate people snatching away my alone time. Yes, that is obviously very true. I am very introverted. Is there more? No. Libra, what I say my talents are. Meeting new friends? No. Ambiance? Maybe. Making things pretty. I don't know. I'm not good at making things pretty. I wouldn't say that's my talent, but I just see prettiness and beauty in like everything. What my talents actually are. Seducing strangers. I hope not, but I'm under the impression that I do it more than I realize. I wouldn't say seduce, but like flirt, because I don't even realize. I think I'm just being friendly, and then I'll walk away from a conversation and someone says, oh, you were flirting with them, and I'll be like, what are you talking about? And then again, ambiance and making things pretty. And the rest is not for me. Libras are so flirty and social butterflies is the stereotype, and the reality is I hate everyone and whatever that is. First of all, I didn't know that was the stereotype about Libras. If that's true, then that's very not me. But the reality also isn't very me. The reality that they're showing here. Like, yeah, I like being alone, but that doesn't mean I hate people. I don't know. Libra, overthinking every single decision they've ever made in their life. A little bit, but also not totally, because whilst I may overthink in the sense of like, oh, what if I'd done something differently? I'm also always very aware and appreciative of the path my life has led me down and my decisions have led me down. So, how would you describe yourself? I'm like a hella chill person, but with hella anxiety. That's kinda true, to be honest. Like, I am a chill person, but I also have anxiety. The floor is opening up to strangers and talking about your feelings. No! I like talking to strangers about my feelings. They're people I'm never gonna speak to again. I don't think I agree with this. Maybe on a different day I would react very differently, but I don't think I agree with this. Libra, Snow White. Ooh, I like that. That's any Disney princess I would probably be happy with. And to be honest, Snow White wouldn't be my favourite. But anyway, let's see what it means. I am the mum friend of the group, a little bit. I have friends who are more mum-friendly than me, but I am also very much the organiser and the, initiator. And I would, bake things or, things like that. But equally, as I say, I'm not the main mum, because I know that in my various friend groups, there are other mums, much more mummy mums. Has a pleasant aura. I hope so. Pleasant is nice. I hope so. Optimistic and kind. Again, I definitely am optimistic, and I hope that I'm perceived as kind. I hope so. Can charm anyone? I don't think so. I really do not. Make sure everyone feels loved and happy. I really do try. That's something I make a very big effort to try and make happen. My English is not Englishing, just bear with. Too trusting and naive. I am very trusting, but I'm also very alert, I would say. I'm both at the same time. Kind of in the same way that I do YouTube, where I reveal what seems to be a lot of my life, and I do reveal a lot of my life, but I know what I keep back. And I'm the same, I think, with trusting. I can trust someone, but I can also be aware that, maybe we need to be a little bit careful here. Next. Good taste in music. No one would agree with that. High key, a drama queen? I don't think so. Smarter than given credit for? I don't think so. Making bad decisions? I don't think so. I struggle with decision making, but I don't think I make bad decisions, per se. Seeing the good in everyone, yes. I don't know what sun, moon, and rising is. I don't know what that means. Tell me you're a Libra without telling me you're a Libra. I wish I could bake a cake made out of rainbows and smiles and we'd all eat it and be happy. Yeah, that is me. I mean, you can see. I've liked it. That's very me. How the signs feel out clubbing/parties. I hate it. I love it! No, it is my worst nightmare. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever been to a club. Kind of. I went to something a bit like a club for Halloween one year, and I hated it. And parties, I've been to one proper house party, and I left after about half an hour because I hated it so much. Ding! The signs and how they look. Looks 21 is actually 14. I'm there, and looks 14 is actually 21. So what's interesting is that I feel like I've always been told that I look like I could be quite a wide range of ages, which is fantastic for acting. And I think as I've got older, less so. But when I was around the age of, I think, like 16 to 18, people thought I was anywhere between like 12 and 30, which is, again, amazing for acting, but also very interesting that I can swing either way. And I feel like now I can still swing decently either way, I think, but not as much as I used to be able to. The signs as superpowers. Okay, here we go. I would be invisibility. I feel like I should be offended by that. And yet it's kind of true. I definitely feel like I can either make myself invisible or feel like I'm invisible or want to be invisible. I feel like that could work. I mean, I like communicate. Like a lot of these superpowers I would like, but I feel like invisibility could work. It could work. Toxic versus curing. I am curing. Yay, that's good. I would want to be curing. Things the signs laugh at. I have a rubbish sense of humor. Here we go. Comedy shows. I don't think so because a lot of comedy shows, and obviously it depends. Comedy shows is very wide. You know, there's a big range there. But generally speaking, I don't love comedian or comedic shows because I find it can be a bit too offensive for my liking. Either too offensive or like too adult, shall we call it. And I don't like that. I like innocent, stupid, silly. Like the things I laugh at are funniest home videos, those kinds of things. It's raining. What do? I stare out the window because ain't no way I'm going to ruin my hair, my clothes and my hair. Nah. I do like looking out my window at rain, but I also like being out in the rain and just soaking it all in. So I disagree with that. Yeah, dances in the rain, that would be me. Or runs outside and looks up into the sky. So yeah, wrong. Signs at night, cuddled up. Oh, I like that. It's not true, but I like the thought of it. I'm the so many thoughts and can't sleep, but I like the thought of being cuddled up. The signs and fighting, what is my scenario? I am sipping tea and munching on popcorn in the corner. In a sense, yes, in the sense of I'm not part of the fight itself, but I don't enjoy watching people fight. So it's not like I'm sitting there like, ooh, what's gonna happen next? You know, I'm just kind of there like, make it stop, please. Ooh, wait, can you say that again? I wasn't listening. Squad is me. No, I don't think so. Because again, I don't get distracted. So I think I do focus. And again, also that effort of trying to make people feel part of the group and happy and all that means that I really try to be hyper aware when I'm listening or when someone's telling a story. And I very much try to do the thing where when someone loses track of their own thoughts, or if we're in a car and they suddenly see a car, whatever, and they say, oh, what was I saying? I want to be able to answer that. I want to say, oh, you were just telling me about XYZ. So I disagree with that. Short versus tall. It says I'm tall. Let me tell you, I am not. Levels of sass in the signs. 100%. I don't think I'm sassy. I do not think I'm sassy. I don't know, you pick. Sad. Oh, smiley face. Why is the smiley face the wrong way around? But yes, that's very true. I never want to decide anything. I will always let someone else pick. How the signs watch TV. I am just laying on the couch, barely watching because they are on their phone. Yeah, but then also some of the other two options as well. So, bit of everything. And it also depends what I'm watching. If I'm watching something that's like chill, then yeah, I'm on my phone. But if it's something more interesting, then I'm more focused. The signs when insulted. Doesn't give a hoot, we're gonna call that. It depends on the insult. If it's something like, you're ugly, yeah, I don't care. But if it's something that is more personal to me, then I think I would care. You know, again, it's just dependent on the thing, you know? Trust a sign to, oh, here we go, where am I? Trust a Libra to accompany you when lonely, to please only you. That's kind of true, I hope. I try to be there when someone's feeling lonely. And again, I try to make that effort. I try. Signs when they send a text and don't get a reply. I check my phone every 0.7 seconds. A little bit. Because I'm the kind of person who replies immediately to people. It's something I've tried to get better at. I've tried to sort of not force myself to respond immediately, but it is just a habit. But the problem is I then expect the same in return, and obviously other people aren't like that. So yeah. What hits the zodiac signs in the heart the most? I know what I'm thinking I should read, but we'll see. Childhood friends. Okay, not far off. I was going to say the past. I don't know if childhood friends is necessarily correct though. And I think that's a little bit to do with my upbringing, because my childhood friends didn't remain my friends sort of, I mean, we still chat, but we weren't spending time together all our lives. And I think if that had been the case, then more likely. But I've now spent a very long time away from my childhood friends, so it's not the thing that gets me the most, I would say. What the signs need. A puppy or a kitty? Oh, I like that. Where to find the signs? In the mall? Absolutely not. I hate shopping. Habits of the signs. Taking a really long time to make any kind of decision. Yep, that is true. My biggest toxic trait is I know how to love, but I don't know how to believe I am loved. I don't think so. Because, first of all, I don't think I know how to love. I think I do my best and I want to try and show love to the people around me, but I always feel like I'm not doing enough. I always feel like there's something else or something more or something better I could be doing. And then I don't know how to believe I'm loved really depends on the relationship with the people. I absolutely 100% believe I'm loved by my parents and grandparents and family members. I don't have any sort of hesitation about that, and I know that I'm very, very privileged to feel that way. And then with some friends, I do believe I'm loved by them, and by others I'm like, oh, I think I'm the last resort, even though I'm probably not. I hope. I don't know. So yeah, it's a weird one, but I don't think this is totally true. You pick. Yeah, 100%. Libra personality is basically a mix between a needy 5-year-old child who can't control her emotions, a teenage rebel who makes poor life decisions, and an 80-year-old woman who's tired and needs a nap. No, I basically disagree with everything in that. I feel like I'm very in control of my emotions. I feel like I was never a teenage rebel. As I said earlier, I don't think I make poor life decisions. And I'm not usually tired. Obviously at night I am, but it's not like a daily thing. So yeah, I don't agree with that. Oh, and I think that's it. We made it, guys. We did it. Okay, I have no idea where this has been split, if I actually split it, exactly before and after Australia, or if I split it more evenly in terms of time. But thank you. I'm sure this was long. Thank you very much. Or maybe I didn't split it at all, although I probably think I did. But if you made it this far, thank you. Let me know what your sign is down below and if you agree with your stereotypes or if you feel totally like you can't relate. The main Libra stereotype I always heard was about indecision, and I did always relate to that. But as you can see, I don't relate to everything. And as you can also see, I'm a little bit skeptical about the whole thing because so many of these just apply to so many people in the world that I feel I probably could have read any of the other, what's it called, star signs? I think that's what it's called. And would have related to them too, or related as much as I related to the Libra ones, I think. I could be wrong. I'm open to it. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!